buses have come. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, according to our calendar, today is Diwali. So we wish all of the devotees happy Diwali. Diwali ki badai ho. And this is a place that the Damodara pastime happened. And this is the day, Diwali day is the day that it happened. Therefore the whole month has become known as Damodar. So this very peaceful place, this is known as Ukhal Bandhan. Those who don't know Hindi, you can understand Bandhan, to bind. And Ukhal is the name of the wooden grinding mortar. So this gives us a hint of what pastime happened here. Put it somewhere that it doesn't make noise. Hare Krishna. Okay. So Mother Yashoda, all the buses are here? Where's Navadvip? Our Vrindavan bus came also? Okay. So Mother Yashoda was very, very upset that all her older friends are coming and telling her that her Lala comes to their house to steal their butter, milk and yogurt. So she began to consider this very carefully. And she decided it must be that the servant girls don't make the butter properly. It's so hard to get good help these days. Even 5,000 years ago, Mother Yashoda had this complaint. So she thought, all right, tomorrow's Diwali, so I will give all the servant girls chutti, day off. And I will personally churn the butter, and Krishna won't have to go anywhere to steal. So she got the best milk of Braj from Krishna's favorite cow, Padma, Ganda. Ganda means fragrance, and Padma, you know, means lotus. Her milk is fragrant like a lotus flower. And so she heated it up, and she put yogurt culture in. Because in Braj, we take the whole milk, turn it into yogurt, and then churn it into butter. So she set up the yogurt for the night, and next morning she wants to churn the butter. Now all the mothers know, those who are going to be mothers soon, you'll soon find out, you can't get anything done around the house as long as the children are awake. All the mothers are laughing, I know. So first, Mother Yashoda took Lala and put him in a nice bed and began to sing nice lullabies. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So when Lala was fast asleep, she went into the churning room and she took all the yogurt and poured it into the big churning pot. And then she put the churning rod inside, and there's 2 ropes tied to the wall to hold it steady, and her other rope is twirled around like that, and then she began to churn. Just like the sound of this mridanga. And she has so many bangles on her hands. Because our Indian girls, they can't go outside the house without bangles. I was always so unhappy when I go to the West. Nobody has bangles. I always warn it. You can't go board the bus tomorrow unless you bring your bangles. So all her bangles going, ching, 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 just like this kartal. And Mother Yashoda, she's chanting the names of her Lala. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So, Mridanga is going, Kartal is going, Nam is going. This is Kirtan. And we just heard, as soon as there's ordinary Kirtan, Radha and Krishna go, oh, who's chanting our name? And now Vatsalya Prem Kirtan is going on. How is Krishna going to sleep when Vatsalya Prem Kirtan is going on? So he immediately woke up. But his bed is very tall and he is very small. He's looking all around how to get down. So finally, he put his legs over the end of the bed. But he's too small, he can't touch the ground. But now he's down so far, he can't pull himself back up either. He's stuck. He began to cry. But Mother Yashoda, she can't hear his crying. Brrr, brrr, ching, ching. She can't hear. Anyway, anyhow, plump, he finally dropped down. Then he ran into the churning room. And that person who's churning the hearts of everyone in the universe began to stop the churning rod of Mother Yashoda. And Mother Yashoda thought, this Lala, he's too hungry. So she placed him on her lap, and she put her breast into his mouth, and she began to feed him. And she's just in ecstasy, seeing his beautiful moon-like face, curly locks of hair, lotus petal eyes, little pearl-like drops of milk are squirting from the corners of his mouth. Some new teeth are coming in. She's seeing all these things. She forgot everything. She forgot that in the kitchen she put some milk to heat up for making sweets for Lala. She completely forgot. That milk began to boil over. At least that's what we read in our books. But our acharyas have explained what happened was that milk was thinking that Krishna, he has unlimited love for Maya. And Maya has unlimited love for Lala. She will go on giving milk, he will go on drinking, she will go on giving, he will go on drinking. This will go on forever. We'll never get offered to Krishna. What is the use of our life? He decided to suicide himself by jumping into the fire. Then Mother Yashoda, she smelled that smell. Do you know that smell? So she immediately put Lala down and ran to the kitchen. I should say, she tried to put Lala down and run to the kitchen. In America, we have a saying, like a monkey on your back. When I preached in Colombia, South America, we had a farm. On that farm, we had a little monkey. Once he gets on your back, you can't get him off. He puts his tail around your neck, he grabs your sika with one hand, grabs your kurta with another hand, he grabs one arm with another foot, and grabs another arm with another foot. You can't get him down. So Lala, he put his legs around one of Mother Yashoda's arms. She grabbed her choti, he grabbed her sari. Anyway, how? With great difficulty, somehow she put him down on the ground and ran to the kitchen. And we heard that she pulled some of the wood out and sprinkled water to stop the milk from boiling over. But the actual what happened was the milk was thinking, this Mother Yashoda, she had the perfection of life. We can't even imagine her great fortune. Krishna in his most attractive form of Gopal is in her lap drinking milk from her breast. We can't imagine the fortune of Mother Yashoda. All we can say is Ma Yashoda ki But she's not interested in her own benefit. She's worried about the Vaishnava. This milk is a devotee who's going to get offered to Krishna as sweets. So she ran to the kitchen. And seeing the extraordinary love of Mother Yashoda towards the devotees, that milk jumped back into the pot. He was so amazed, he jumped back into the pot. Meanwhile, Lala was very upset. I was drinking milk so nicely, and my Maya just pushed me on the ground, and ran away. What can I do? What rascal thing can I do? Now this butter churning pot has got this big rod inside with all these little spokes. It has to be very thick, not easy to break. But in the kitchen we have a special stone for grinding all the spices, for grinding the palak, for making palak paneer, a nice stone, like very heavy stone. So Lala, he grabbed that stone and pow! He smashed a big hole in the side of the pot, and whey and half-churned butter went all over the floor. Then Lala thought, I'm going to get in big trouble. So he ran out of the butter churning room. As he ran out of the butter churning room, he saw in the storeroom, there's all this butter hanging there from the day before. So he went into the storeroom. But the butter is hanging very tall, and he is very small. So he saw the ukhal, the grinding mortar. So he pulled the ukhal underneath the pot, he climbed up, he untied that rope, he brought that pot down, and he came here. This used to be the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj's palace. And he began to eat all the butter. Now, most of you have been in Vrindavan long enough to know, as soon as there's something edible, who comes? Monkeys. All the monkeys came. Krishna had some butter, so all the monkeys came. And Krishna thought, Arey, in my last avatar as Lord Ram, these monkeys gave so much service to me, and I didn't give them anything. They did so much service, I didn't give them anything. At least this avatar, let me give them a little butter. So he began to feed butter to all the monkeys. Meanwhile, Mother Yashoda came back from setting the kitchen right, and she saw this big mess in the butter churning room. And you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out what happened. She could see these little buttery footprints going out of the churning room, little buttery footprints going into the storeroom. There's little buttery footprints all over the ukhal, and little buttery footprints going out to the courtyard. So on the way to the courtyard, Mother Yashoda, she grabbed a stick. What is this rascal doing now? Now you've probably seen that those of us who live permanently here in Vrindavan, we all carry a stick with us. It's very good for monkeys with tails and without tails. Because that monkey will come, you won't even know. He'll sit on your shoulder, you won't even feel it. Just zip your glasses right. You won't even feel it. All of a sudden everything becomes blurry. What? And then he just stands on the wall, and he's out of reach, and you're yelling and screaming and waving your hands, and you don't exist for him. But if you have a stick, as soon as he sees that stick, he throws his glasses, he runs away. So you'll see those who stay here, we have a stick. So Lala's giving butter to all the monkeys. He's got his back to Mother Yashoda. But all the monkeys saw that stick in Mother Yashoda's hand. They all ran up in the tree. Then Lala, he turned around, he saw Mother Yashoda's right behind him with a stick. And he began to run all around the courtyard. And Mother Yashoda's right behind. But her hips are very big, her breasts are very swollen. She can't run so fast. And she's running and huffing and puffing, and Damodar's running and running and running and all around the courtyard. Finally he saw that my Maya Yashoda, she's troubling too much. She's huffing and puffing. So we sing, what is it? Atyanta Druta Gopya. Atyant, very, very faster than him. She finally caught him. Because he allowed himself to be caught. He can only be caught by love. So then he's rubbing his eyes, his cudgel is smeared all over his face. He says, I'll be good, I won't do it again, I'll be good, I'll be good. And Mother Yashoda said, Lala, you're such a rascal. I'm going to forgive you. You broke the butter pot. That was a naughty thing to do. I'm going to forgive you for that. But this thievery, this stealing, I'm going to have to punish you for that, because if you grow up to become a thief, you'll get so much trouble in later life. And you're just a big thief. You're becoming a big thief. And Lala says, well, it must be from your side of the family. Your grandfather's name is Chor Ghosh. Oh, you cheeky fellow. He says, I'm going to go live with the monkeys in the forest. Hey, Bhagwan, this Lala can do such a crazy thing. So I'm going to have to tie him up. She says, I'm going to tie you up. And your accomplice in this thievery, your comrade, was this Ukhal. So I'm going to tie the both of you together to teach you a lesson. You can't become a thief later in life. So Mother Yashoda got all the ropes and she tied it around the Ukhal and around Lala's waist, and it's 2 fingers too short. She got some more ropes, and again, 2 fingers too short. Prabhupada explains, 1 finger is our attempt, other finger is Krishna's mercy. Actually, Prabhupada said if you take 1 step towards Krishna, Krishna takes 20 towards you. Or 10 towards you. So these 2 fingers are there. Because nobody can tie up Krishna. Because after all, Bhagavad Gita says he has no beginning, middle, or end. How are you going to tie something up like that? And all her old lady friends came, all the elder gopis, and they're all laughing. And Mother Yashoda got some more rope, still 2 fingers too short. And they're all laughing. Arisaki, today you tied a little black string around his waist, and now with all this rope you can't tie him up? They're all laughing. Because when we go in the village, we see all the little boys have a little black string around their waist. You tied this black string, now with all this rope you can't tie him up. What is this? They're all laughing. So the Mother Yashoda, she got some more ropes. Because there's these special ropes that we tie around the back legs of the cow. Oh, you guys all come from big cities, you never see cows. First of all, we have to give botany class here. There's an animal called a cow with 4 legs. She's very big, and she's got this udder underneath with so many teats are there, and you squeeze the teats and milk comes out. But if you squeeze too hard, that cow may kick. Then the bucket of milk and everything goes flying. So we have these little ropes that we tie around the legs of the cow, so that if you pinch too hard, she can't knock everything over. So she got all of those ropes. And then Krishna thought, all right, let her tie me up. Boop. She tied him up. Nobody can tie up Krishna, but Mother Yashoda tied him with prem. Then she went into the kitchen to clean up. I went into the butter churning room to clean up the big mess. So meanwhile, Lala's sitting there, tied up to this Ukhal. Then Balaram came with all the cowherd boys. And Dauji became very angry. Hey Lala, who did this to you? Who tied you up like this? So I will burn them to ashes. Because you know, Balaram in his form as an Antashesh, he destroys the universe with fire at the end of the universe, no? So, I will burn that person to ashes. Who did this? He said, Maya. Maya did this? What did you do? I didn't do nothing. If Maya tied you up, she must have some reason. I'm not getting involved. Hey, Soka Krishna, Madhumangal, come on. Madhumangal, hey, Madhi, Batuka. We say Batu Dvijara. Batuka means young Brahmin boy. Batuka, come on. Madhumangal says, you guys always make the plan. You guys execute the plan. Then you guys all run away. I'm lame. I get stuck behind. I'm the one that gets in trouble. Now you're in trouble. I'm happy. Stoka Krishna, Sridham, come on. So they're trying to untie that knot. That knot was tied with Vatsalya Prem. And the cowherd boys are in? Sakyaras. Sakyaras. This Sakyaras can't untie this Vatsalya Ras knot. What are you doing? You're making it tighter or you're untying? You guys are useless. Get out of the way. Then he saw those twin Arjun trees. If you actually see, in Mauritius, I saw these huge Arjun trees. And they have what I call rocket fin roots. You know, like the banyan trees have these roots that hang down. These roots come out like rocket fins. They start over your head. They're so big. And they snake into the ground like this on 6 different sides, you know. They don't knock over easily. So by going to Mauritius and seeing these huge Arjun trees there, this pastime became sweeter. So, and we know the story behind those trees. They're Nalakuvir and Manigriva. They got cursed, or actually blessed by Narad Muni. And so Krishna remembered that. And they've been standing there for thousands of years. So, some water. So, Krishna climbed in between the two Arjun trees. And the Ukhal went topsy-turvy and got stuck. Boop. Then Krishna put one foot on one tree, one foot on the other tree, and he gave a little pull. Those two trees came crashing down with a huge sound. And Lala's sitting in between, tied up to the Ukhal and completely safe. Two big trees on either side, and he's safe. And Nanda Baba was in the fields. He heard this big crashing sound. He came running. He saw Lala was there in the middle of these two trees. He asked the boys there, what happened? And they explained to him. He just went in between and went, what are these boys talking about? What silly thing are they saying? And Nanda Baba, he ran there and he untied that knot, because Nanda Baba, he's also in Vatsalya Ras. So he untied that knot. Lala jumped into his arms. And Baba said, Lala, who did this to you? He said, Maiya. And what did you do? I didn't do nothing, Baba. No, what did you do, Lala? No, I didn't do nothing, Baba. Meanwhile, Mother Yashoda, she's inside the palace. She heard this crashing sound. She came running out. She saw these two big, huge Arjun trees are lying there. And Lala's in the arms of Nanda Baba. And she came running to take him from Nanda Baba's arms. And he went and hit his head on this side. And she came on this side, he went on this side. She came around this side, he went on this side. And then crying like a cow who's lost her calf, she went running to her room. And Baba said, Lala, you go to your Maya. No, I don't want to see this rascal Maya. She chased me with stick and pulled my ear and so many things. I don't want to see this rascal Maya. Come on, Lala. Please go to your Maya. No, Baba, I don't want to see this rascal Maya. But then Lala, who's going to give you your bath this evening? Said, Tu, Baba. And who's going to warm up the milk and feed you milk? Said, Tu, Baba. And who's going to put you to bed tonight? Says, Tu, Baba. And who's going to wake you up in the morning with nice lullabies? Tu, Baba. I don't want to see this rascal Maya. And who's going to get you dressed and feed you? Says, Tu, Baba. So then Nanda Baba, he sighed. And he took Lala home, gave him his bath, heated up the milk, gave him some milk, put him in bed. Said, no, Lala, you take rest. No, Baba, you have to tell a story. No, Lala, you take rest. No, Baba, I won't sleep until you tell a story. Everybody saw Mahavatar Nrsimha, Now you're going to hear another version of that story. Nanda Baba said, Lala, one time there was a very, very rascal king named Hiranyakashipu. And he was the great enemy of Bhagwan Vishnu. But his son Prahlad was a very, very great devotee of the Lord. And he sent his son to school so that he would also become a demon. But he was getting all the children in the school to chant the holy name of Vishnu. What to do? These Hare Krishnas have invaded our school. So one time he took Prahlad on his lap and he said, tell me, Prahlad, what is the best thing you've learned in school? And he said, Baba, I didn't learn anything nice in your school, but I learned one nice thing, that Shravanam Kirtanam Smaranam Vishnu Pada Sevanam Dasim Sakyam Atmani Vedanam. I don't know why they left that out of the movie. That's the only sloka. I was so surprised. Vishnu, you're devoted to my enemy, Vishnu. Where is this Vishnu? Baba, he's everywhere. He's everywhere? Yes, Baba, he's everywhere. Is he here? Is he here? Is he here? Is he in this pillar here? Oh, Baba, he's everywhere. He's in that pillar. And Hiranyakashipu ripped out his sword and he smashed that pillar to smithereens. And all of a sudden, Lala jumped on his bed and he went like this, Rah! And pretended to take Hiranyakashipu in his lap and perform some surgery. Nanda Baba said, how does he know the end of this story? I never told this story before. How does he know the end? Okay, Lala, now you take rest. So next morning, Nanda Baba woke him up. He bathed him and dressed him. Then Mother Rohini came crying. And she said, Mother Yashoda is going to die. As soon as Lala heard that, he jumped out of Baba's arms. He ran to Mother Yashoda's room and jumped into Mother Yashoda's lap. Yashoda Damodar ki! So this is a wonderful pastime that we're celebrating this whole month and offering lamps to Damodar every day. So here we see they have a nice little temple of Radha Damodar, but that's a different pastime. That happens at the end of this month. On Kartik Purnima, this story we find in Bhavishya Puran. Kartik Purnima, Krishna came late for the Rasa dance. So Radharani became suspicious. Where was he? So when he came, she took a golden belt and tied him around his waist with the belt. And demanded to know where he was, why he took so long to come. He said, well, it was Kartik Purnima, so my Maya, she was making some special function, and I had to stay back and go to her function. And then Radharani, she untied Krishna. So that's the Yashoda Damodar pastime. So all month we're celebrating this Yashoda Damodar pastime. Hare Krishna. So here we have a little temple of Jamunaji, because Jamuna is just flowing just a little ways across the fields. This is my old friend, his father, Gopal, used to host us here. And then Radha Damodar down here, they say this is the original grinding mortar. Somehow now they've blocked it off, you can't go in. We used to go inside and circumambulate and touch it and everything. Now they put some horrible black glass case there. And they're taking care of many cows, and you see now a huge project is going on. This was started by our ISKCON devotees from Bahrain. They started a big collection, and especially headed up by our Bir Krishna Prabhu. So they have a big program to make a nice big temple here, so we can all come and sit inside the temple and relish these pastimes and everything. So this is my friend Hari Mohan. If you want to give any donation, then you can please give donation to my dear friend Hari Mohan.
बोलो दामोदर भगवान की, कृष्ण बलराम की, और सब लोग हाथ जोड़ो मुख से बोला हे दामोदर, हे कृष्ण भगवान, प्रभु हम तुम्हारे हैं, और तुम हमारे हो, इसलिए आपके घर आए हैं, आप हमारे घर जरूर आना, कृष्ण भक्ति के लिए, हम आपको आमंत्रण के लिए आए हैं, हम आपके एक छोटे से एक भक्त हैं, हमारे ऊपर कृपा बनाए रखना, और ऐसा आने का अवसर हमको बार बार बुलाते रहना और सेवा लेते रहना प्रभु, और सब लोग ऊपर हाथ करो और थोड़ा हंसी करो गोकुल में, एक बार हंसो थोड़ा, और सब लोग प्रसाद लेना है, जिसका कोई सेवा देना है तो यहाँ दे सकते हैं, सब लोग प्रसाद भी लो यहाँ से.
So anybody wants to give donation for taking care of the cows or for the new temple project, if you have some serious donation, you can come see me and I'll tell you how to get in contact with them, or you can take the information that's here on the poster. बोलो शील कृपाल महाराज की जय,
और उनकी कृपा से तुम लोग आ रहे हो. ये शील कृपाल महाराज यहाँ नहीं तपस्या करते तो तुम लोग नहीं आ रहे थे. प्रोजेक्ट हम लोग सब